Hello and welcome, brothers and sisters from all over the internet. This is your boy Dusty Mike, and I'm back again with another anime video. Long time no see, yes, I know. I have been lacking when it comes to anime videos as of late, but your boy has been busy. I've been doing some work behind the scenes. I've been painting a lot, actually. Anyways, we are here today to talk about the new season of Demon Slayer. So far, it has been juicy woosy, gushing and dripping everywhere. In this video, I'll just be sharing my thoughts on the season so far. To be completely fair, this season couldn't have started off any better than with a 1 hour special. We Demon Slayer fans ate good that day. They didn't even start the season off by showing the main cast. No, they actually started off by showing us the villains. The first episode was out of this world with the animation and camera angles. Like, for real, I felt I could reach out and grab the animation itself. It was fantastic. Studio Ufotable, they stay cooking, my G. Oh my god. But in the start of the season, we had a lot of focus on Upper Moon 3, who is Akaza, who personally is actually my favorite Upper Moon, despite what he did to our brother Rengoku in the Infinity Train arc. Bro, that's unforgivable. I can't let that slide, my G. However, we see him being summoned to the Infinity Castle, which of course is where Musan resides and where they had their meeting back in season 2. I think it was the Lower Moons who had a meeting where they all got slaughtered basically. But what's also funny is that this scene of Akaza's arrival to the Infinity Castle is trending on TikTok, where he just looks extremely moody, like he's not up for any of it. It looks like he's just fed up with everything. Also, his angry stare at Upper Moon 2 Doma, where he just gets all these popping veins in his forehead, like it looks insane, and it's so funny to see the TikTok memes. But bro, when I tell you that Akaza and Upper Moon 2 Doma, they got beef? It's on site with those two. It's like Tom and Jerry up in this bit. Every time Doma opens his mouth, Akaza is ready with the hate. Like, for real. He even smacks the living shizzle out of Doma. I think twice, I believe. What's also funny with their whole dynamic, Doma doesn't even take Akaza that seriously. Doesn't even see him as a threat in the slightest, my G. Basically treats him as a friend that just pisses Akaza off even more. It's actually really hilarious. Also, it makes you wonder how freaking strong is Doma, since he doesn't even take Akaza seriously. Gotta be crazy strong, because Akaza, he smoked Rengoku, and Rengoku was like one of the strongest Hashiras currently. But yeah, man, we also get a look on Upper Moon 4 and 5. I don't want to talk too much about them because I didn't pay too much attention to them. They were kind of boring. One of them was like this vase plant looking thing, and the other one was this timid, scary ass little demon. However, we do see Upper Moon 1, and oh my god, bro, you can tell that his middle name is Himothy. He basically speed blitzes Akaza and he hits him with the meanest Conqueror's Haki of the century, my G. He basically hates the fact that Akaza feels like he can just put hands on his peers even though they outrank him. And Doma, he's so disrespectful. He just tells Upper Moon 1 that it doesn't even matter because his punches doesn't even hurt, and Akaza is just weak, so he just lets him take out his frustrations on him. Man, Doma is just so disrespectful, bro. I couldn't let him talk like that to me, like for real. But all fun and games are over once Big Daddy Musan pulls up. He basically tells the Upper Moons that they are useless and they have failed to kill the Ubayashiki family, who basically run the whole Demon Slayer core operation. And to be honest, I'm getting kind of tired of Musan, like for real. He's probably the worst leader out there. Yeah, we get it. You're terrifying and ruthless and everybody is supposed to be afraid of you, yeah. But all you ever do is just talk shit. Like for real, you talk most crud to your subordinates and you make them shiver their timbers with your Conqueror's Haki. We get it.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
Just can't wait till we get a deeper dive into his character, because it's getting old, bro. It was cool the first time in the Infinity Train arc where you basically slaughtered all the Lower Moons, but it's kind of time to walk the walk instead of doing all the talk.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
For real, fam, I'm just saying, it's getting boring. Really about, man? Let's see what you're really about, Musa, and get your hands dirty. For real. We cut to this dream sequence of some people who look awfully familiar to Tanjiro. Find out later on in the story that it's an inherited memory. So the guy in the memory with the long hair looks hella familiar to Upper Moon 1. So make of that what you will. Yeah, seeing Tanjiro and the gang is just wholesome as ever, because we see Tanjiro wake up. Inosuke is already healed, pretty banged up in the last fight, not gonna lie. I think Inosuke got it worst of them all. Like, I think he got stabbed through the heart.
Oh, my vital organs.
But he was able to do something to avoid his heart from being totally pierced or something like that. I don't know, man. Bro is just built different. That's all we need to know right now. But in the last arc, Tanjiro's sword snapped, so obviously he needs to receive a new one, but his previous swordsmith is not willing to send him his sword or something like that, so he has to go to the swordsmith village himself. Yeah, man, that basically brings us into the next episode. Episode 2, we see that we arrive to the swordsmith village and we get introduced to the two Hashiras that are basically going to be our strongest allies in this new arc. Remember our girl Mitsuri, the love Hashira? I told you, man, I told you she was gonna make us all act up, like she made me act up for real. She really did. The bath scene was something else, huh? Scene where she was running up on my man Tanjiro. Woo! Had me acting up for real. Could you imagine Zenitsu being there while all of this happened? Jesus, bro. My man would have risked it all right then and there. No cap. But yeah, man, seeing her bond with Nezuko was just really cute and wholesome. Like, you can really tell that Nezuko looks up to her as like a big sister. Also see Genya, who we haven't seen since season 1, I think, where he was the kid with the yee haircut and the crazy look in his face, basically. Yeah, he does not fuck with my man Tanjiro. And yeah, I get it. He remembers the time that Tanjiro broke his hand. Somebody broke my hand and thought it was all sweet afterwards. Man, I would be mad petty as well. Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, my boy Muichiro Tokito, bro, you a bitch. I don't like you. You can't go calling people useless and insignificant because you're stronger. That's just whack, my G. Like, for real, I don't like your character, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Got me heated up for no reason at all. Anyways, we see this old looking doll that looks hella familiar to the guy we saw in Tanjiro's dream. I can't remember the exact name of the doll, but basically it's a training doll. And Tanjiro is allowed to use it for his training, and they basically start scrapping. Miki Maka Muka. Little kid with the mask tells Tanjiro that they had to give the doll 6 arms to mimic their ancestors' sword skills. That was just barely enough to cover the basics of his movements. Huh? 6 arms and only cover the basics. Bro must have been god himself with sword skills like that. Just saying. What are we even talking about? Zoro looking at. Goddamn, Santoryu hit it. Anyways, whoop de whoop whoop. Tanjiro basically managed to cut the head off the doll, and we see that there's an old sword inside, but the sword has rusted. So it's an ancient sword, basically. They basically decided that the swordsmiths of the village basically want to restore the sword for Tanjiro to use. So yeah, man, that's pretty cool, and that brings us into the 3rd episode. And this episode is basically where it all goes down, my G. You see Upper Moon 5 and 4. I don't remember exactly who is who, but yeah, the vase guy and little timid scary looking demon. But he is fast though. He weaved out on Mochiro's attack. Weave? Mochiro's sword style is actually hella dope, if you ask me. Mist breathing, and mist breathing is cold, my G. I know some of you guys are clowning on it, saying that it's a vape style. It's not, bro. It's mist. What are you talking about? But wow, my G, the demons, they look like trouble. We see the little timid demon getting his head cut off. He kind of gets split in 2, just like the demons from the previous season. And yeah, man, here we also just see some of, if you ask me, the coolest demon powers. See that the demons are able to use electricity to stun their enemies. They're able to use wind to blow away Muichiro. Kind of broken, if you ask me. But other than that, we see Tanjiro and Nezuko, they start scrapping with the demons. Who has somewhat mastered her big demon form, and that's nice to see. Not gonna lie, she's holding her own. But yeah, man, they still get worked. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, we see Genya pulling up with the blicky. For real, man, he said American breathing style. Second Amendment. Bluga? Shut the heads off. Oh my god. But yeah, Tanjiro and Nezuko, they basically get separated. It's not looking too good, my G. Nezuko is getting banged up and pause. Like, the village is getting attacked by these fish-looking demons. By the way, why the hell everybody hating on the CGI? Like, come on, it looks exactly the same as in season 2. Like, it's just CGI, come on, get over it. It's not even that bad. Everything else looks phenomenal. So, come on, cut them some slack. Start to see like a change in Muichiro's character as he decides not to be a complete asshole and he goes back to save the little swordsmith kid. Like Muichiro is suffering from some sort of amnesia and he's just slowly getting his memory back. Anyways, that leads us to episode 4. Episode 4, the most recent episode, it was just mostly scrap. We see Tanjiro getting back to Nezuko and he basically helps her with the demons. And Genya can somehow heal himself by chanting this specific chant. Basically, the demons are wilding the fuck out with their electricity attack. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of broken. Jesus Christ, Tanjiro is smart. He's insane thinking on his feet. He uses the demons' own limbs to cover or to block their own attacks because, of course, obviously the demons are immune to its own attacks. Pretty smart, he's pretty smart with it. All that forehead isn't for nothing, for sure. But anyways, they all get smoked in the end. They're just too strong. See in the end of the episode that Mitsuri is on her way to help our friends. Yeah man, that's basically Demon Slayer season 3 up to now, and that's my thoughts on it. Like, it's really good. A phenomenal season so far. I myself, I've read the whole manga, so I know what's basically gonna happen, but to be honest with you guys, this season or this arc is the arc I remember the least out of all of them. So it's actually really nice watching this back weekly, and it's also really refreshing as I am reminded of why Demon Slayer is one of the best anime out there to ever do it. And I just can't wait to see our best girl Mitsuri in action. I also can't wait to see more from Ichiro. Like, some crazy stuff is gonna happen in this season. I know that. I'm just here for it. Like, for real, I love Demon Slayer. Yeah, from now on I'll try to do better at covering the season weekly, and just like I did in this video, share my thoughts on it. Because I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy talking about Demon Slayer. I'd also like to hear your guys' thoughts on the new season of Demon Slayer in the comment section. Just start a conversation, and I just can't wait to share my thoughts on the next episode of Demon Slayer season 3. So yeah man, I'll see you people in my next video, and take care brothers and sisters. Bye.